Coming up on Look Today, well, the Saratoga Springs City Council unanimously passed a resolution in support of two state government proposals. I've got details. And the Café Lena and SPAC Concert Series starts this Sunday. I've got those details. Plus, the Hyde Collection in Glens Falls will celebrate Free Day at the Hyde. More on that coming up. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, this is Look Today. In tonight's program I sit down with Teddy Foster. She's campaign director for Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga, and she's here to give us updates on the fundraising campaign for the hall. And I also sit down with John Strow. Now he's Queensbury Town Supervisor, and he's here to talk about the Watershed Coalition issue in my last installment of my three-part interview with him. Plus we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Saratoga Springs City Council unanimously passed a resolution in support of two proposals that are currently in the State Assembly and the Senate. Now, the proposals in question would give sexual assault victims who were children at the time more time to file their lawsuits against their perpetrators. Now, currently, the statute of limitations dictates that children would have only until age 23 to file a lawsuit. The proposal would increase that age to 50. Now we're at a meeting where Joanne Yepsen, the mayor of Saratoga, spoke about this important issue.
New York laws currently allow victims of childhood sexual abuse to report offenses against them until they reach the age of 23 years old, but the injustice of this age limit is being proven every day. For many different reasons, most children do not report sexual abuse. Many victims remain living with their abuser and remain dependent on them for years. Today, the average age that victims come forward is 42 years old.
Wow. In other news, well, the new Café Lena and SPAC Concert Series is starting this Sunday. This will be the first 3 concerts in this series. And the concerts will take place on the gazebo stage and feature a diverse lineup of artists. It's really a great list. Now, the series is an indicator of SPAC's dedication to the community. Well, we spoke to Elizabeth Sobel. She's president of SPAC.
Really, at the end of the day, you know, the big picture is what I'm trying to do is just create really deep, wonderful connections with, between SPAC and the community, the larger community, Saratoga and beyond.
Many cool things going on at SPAC. Now, the next 2 concerts after this Sunday will be held on July 9th and August 27th. All right, switching from news to weather. Today saw sunshine. Yay. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with the first look weather forecast. We have high pressure. It's going to dominate much of the country. Maybe a few spotty scattered showers over the Appalachian Mountains, and that could impact parts of the Northeast as well. We do have that low pressure system along that warm front that's going to slowly make its way towards the Northeast, but should only impact places like Cape Cod. Nothing too majorly impacted for the inland Northeast and maybe even along the I-95 corridor. We have also a low pressure system towards the upper Great Lakes with an adjacent cold front. That is moving southeast, potentially impacting our viewing area as we head deeper into this week. Temperatures tonight, 54 degrees in Albany, 53 in Buffalo. Few widely scattered clouds, maybe a shower or two, but we're looking to remain dry specifically in our area. Temperatures in the mid-50s to the south and to the central parts of our viewing area, impacting Fort Edward and Whitehall. For Glens Falls, 54 the overnight low, 54 the overnight low in Bolton as well. Mostly cloudy with that south breeze at 5 miles per hour. For the daytime on Friday, cold front approaches our area. Scattered storms, otherwise mostly cloudy. 77 the expected high. And look at the out-to-door forecast, more scattered showers, mostly cloudy, lower to mid-60s expected, so the umbrella is going to be needed for our Friday, and that's going to continue maybe through the early part of this weekend as temperatures make a rebound. 80 degrees for Saturday, and then we really heat up. We dry out. Low temperatures will only be in the lower 60s, but we're back in the upper 80s for high temperatures Sunday through Tuesday under sunny skies. So the AC is going to be cranking once we get through this weather system. So it'll be a great time to get outside and enjoy the water. Maybe have a nice picnic outside once we get through this weather system. And that is your look at your first look weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I'll send it back to you, Jesse.
Hey, Clarence, thank you. All right, back to the news. The Hyde Collection in Glens Falls will be celebrating Free Day at the Hyde. That's going to happen this Saturday. This will be in conjunction with the grand opening of the Phoebus and Schmidt Gallery. Now, Free Day will feature live music as well as interactive art displays. We spoke to Rhonda Triller. She's Communication Associate for the Hyde Collection.
It takes place from noon until 7 p.m., which is a little bit later than we're normally open. Throughout the day, we'll have artists working plein air, outdoors. We have 5 very popular local artists working. If it's raining, they'll probably move into the museum. We don't want to leave them out in the rain. A lot of the art activities we have planned, that's hands-on for all ages. I mean, there are things that are geared really toward children. There are things you can do with the whole family. There are things, if you're here as a couple, you can do it and still have a good time.
A lot of great stuff happening this weekend. That event at the Hyde on Saturday should be great. All right. There'll be a press conference tomorrow for the grand opening of the gallery at the Hyde, and we will have updates for you tomorrow. Up next, I sit down with Teddy Foster. She's campaign director for the Universal Preservation Hall in Saratoga. She's here to give us updates on the fundraising campaign for the hall. Plus, I sit down with John Stroud. Now, he's Queensbury Town Supervisor. He's here to talk about the Watershed Coalition issue in my last installment of my 3-part interview with him. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Well, you can tell the summer is coming. We got a list of events, so we're going to start reminding you in the lookout of some of the events that are coming up. So you can plan ahead a little bit. This Saturday at the Hyde Collection in Glens Falls, it's Community Appreciation Day. All kinds of cool stuff going on at the Hyde, including the opening of the new gallery. There'll be music and all kinds of cool stuff there. Sunday, 2 really interesting events. The Café Lena at SPAC event, and we'll remind you about that tomorrow. And also, Parks Heritage Federal Credit Union is doing Family Fun Festival on Sunday at Glens Falls High School. All kinds of cool stuff going on there, and competitions. And rumor has it, if the weather cooperates, even they're going to bring in a helicopter too. So at any rate, we just want to try to remind you of some of the things that are going on. And tonight, we're going to take you out again with the Heavenly Echoes. And a reminder that the Elks Scholarship Ball is the following Friday on the 16th. And of course, we'll let you know more about that as well. All right, everybody, tonight on Look TV, it's sold. That's our call-in auction program. Great estate jewelry and coins. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Here are the Heavenly Echoes.
My right man. I had to go and tell somebody. Go and tell somebody. And testify. That have been good to me. You ought to that have been good to me. And testify. He's been better to me. You ought than I've been to myself. And testify. You ought to stand up. You ought to stand up. And testify. You ought to stand up. You ought to stand up. And testify. Because I may not have a chance anymore.